Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, your favorite live streamer's favorite live streamer. Chances are they're tuning in. Good morning to everyone. Shout out to Lady Plants and the rest of the crypto maniac soldiers deep there in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. Today we're talking about this Bitcoin halving pump. We saw a little sell-off yesterday, but now we're back in the green. We've been in the green, and we're attacking this $9,000 price. We're going to be tracking this Bitcoin pricing during the halving. I'm going to show the Bitcoin halving price chart once again, as I did yesterday, and we'll talk about it. Crypto's green while the stocks are falling, okay? Amazon reported yesterday, and it seems like people are starting to take profits. There's some sell-offs, and we'll talk about that as well. What's interesting here is this is like the fifth time this year, about fourth or fifth time this year that you see Bitcoin ahead of the stock market. And this is extremely bullish for the bits. Great, thumbs up. But, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Let's continue to track it. Dolphin 134 just donated $1.99. Thank you so much, Dolphin. Nice to see you back in the box. Kaboom, he says, I appreciate that so much. Guys, follow Dolphin 134's lead. If you're getting value from the stream, go ahead and throw us a super chat and keep us strong out here. Thank you so much, Dolphin. I appreciate that. Lady Plants is looking for her crypto hubbies out there. Lady Plants out there. She's been looking for one. Shout out to Lady Plants, and shout out to everybody tuning in to this live one. We'll be checking out the stocks because, guys, I don't know how many times I got to repeat it to you guys. We're seeing Bitcoin pull ahead of the stocks today slightly, and it did yesterday as well. And it's only happened a few times this year, but let's not kid ourselves. We're in a climate where everything is following in the wake of the Federal Reserve. Okay, that's the bottom line. They're the ones that are pumping the money. They're the ones that are managing the economy. So we got our eyes on that, and let's see what happens. Okay, there's a little sell-off today, but this is after the biggest run in April since like the 80s. Okay, I don't know how much unemployment's through the roof. Okay, let's call it for what it is. Unemployment through the roof. People are losing their jobs, yet the stocks are booming higher than they did in the this is a boom like no other in that sense. So what do you think's going to happen, right? Do you think they're just going to go ahead and just let it crash and burn? Guys, they're going to continue to pump this thing like no other, while the layman, the regular Joe Schmo, is getting taxed, his savings devalued. I mean, it's not a good look for the regular Joe. I'm sorry for them, but we don't want to get caught behind. So let's move ahead and realize this, guys. The power of the printing machine. We're just gonna ride those waves. I'm not hodling it though. Kaboom, Niagara Gardner. I see you. Lady Plant says Jerome Powell coin. People are out there. I had someone call me yesterday and say, Champ, don't you think the economy is going to crash? And I'm like, look, the economy would have already crashed were it not been for all this stuff the Fed's doing. So they're continuing to put this thing on life support. I don't know what the alternative is, guys. Don't tell me it's Bitcoin. We're going to start a whole new economy tomorrow on Bitcoin. I highly doubt it. And, that China has most of the mining power anyway. Okay, that's not to say that Bitcoin is not strong, and it may continue to increase. I mean, I got my eyes on it. I definitely like it. I'm hodling the bag. I don't know what else to say. But at the end of the day, the dollar is getting stronger. Okay, and Niagara says, yeah, the economy won't crash. Right? Like it's like too big to fail at this point. What is the alternative? And listen, I know that there is a lot of unemployment, okay, and it's at all-time highs, but let's keep it 1,000. As soon as they say, okay, things are back open, that unemployment can go down drastically. Now it's not going to go back to the same numbers as it was before the Rona, but you know what I mean. Okay, so keep our eyes on it. Now what we do see is that the layman, he's his savings, his job, I mean, he's getting left behind, while the big dogs, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Most people don't realize. Most people don't know about the bits. They don't even know about the stocks, the trade. Most people don't even know. Smooth transition into a new economy. Civilization's too big to fail. That's probably. I mean, considering how bad it could get. It could be a smooth transition. You're right. I mean, considering, I put it this way. When I was talking offline to someone, they were like, well, don't you think that, the economy's going to go down? I'm like, what do you think the rich people are going to, where do you think Gates is putting his money? Just follow the rich people. What are they putting their money in gold and silver? No, into these companies that are too big to fail, that are getting bailouts from these, from the Fed, the big dogs, the Walmarts, the Amazons. Even though it's down today, it'll go back up, guys. You think Amazon's going to fail? You think Apple, even though they were demoted a little bit there by the Wall Street ranking, it's going to fail? They got cash like no other. The rich get richer, and then, the little tykes, they end up getting bankrupt. Okay? A lot of things are going to change. But, what's not going to change, I don't see the rich getting poorer. I'll tell you that much. Who's got my Trump bucks and Obama phone? Print more checks, print more checks, print more checks. Yeah, that's all they do. They're just print. But, it's backed up by the military, and what it is. At this point, the countries want their hands on USD. This is a USD world. What am I going to say? I don't know what else to tell you guys. I know we know it's funny, bunny. We know it. But instead of complaining and, hoping, just act accordingly. Put another 100 on Tesla's bat, and Link was stacking KNC the past month, most at 50, like the champ. There you go, Momo. I like Kyber Network. I like that. I like all those bat. I like Link. I like Tezos is cool too. Out of all those, I'm most associated, I guess, with bat because I use it most often. I'm not associated with the actual entity. I'm just saying I use it. And talking about bat, if you guys have been following me, I said I was going to show my bat earnings. So. I noticed that the bat earnings, you got to actually claim the reward. So yesterday I had 5.3 bats, and then today I clicked claim rewards, and I got a bunch of new bats. Now I got 30 bats. Okay, 30 bats is $5. And let's go over here to my Brave rewards, which I usually don't share this, but why not? Let's keep it transparent. Brave rewards. You can see what I've been earning. Guys, this is the Brave browser that allows you to earn bat tokens just for clicking on ads. So my pending rewards is another 21 bats, and that should be paid out on May 5th. I think they paid out once or twice a month. That you could. Oh, look, it says claim ads here, so maybe I got more rewards. And this is all through surfing, guys. So claim, and what it says, drag and drop. This is the triangle target. All right. Let's see what it hits me up with. Another 28 bats. Boom! There you go. But it's not. 58. So guys, I'm earning. I'm earning like no other. Champ, don't eat the bats. Yeah, there you go. So, that's what it is, guys. I'm just showing you guys that I'm earning. And you may ask, well, maybe you get referrals and stuff. The referrals don't come up here. My referral account is separate from this browser. My referral account is a creator account that I got to log in separate. This has nothing to do with the links that I share for Brave. I get $5 for everybody that downloads the Brave. But it doesn't show up here in my Brave browser. I just have like a creator account. So this is all surfing, all through clicking on ads. So there it is. This is also to log in and record because I want to compare it to Crypto Tab, which Rafterman, one of our bros, is using. It's like a browser that mines in the background. He said he earned a couple of Bitcoins, and I just want to see which earns more. I think that Brave will probably earn more, but we never know. So let's show it. Guys, I encourage you, download the Brave browser. I get $5. You can earn some bats. We both win. Boom, boom, boom. The link's down below. CryptoZilla says Maine and Michigan governors are doing their best to destroy all the little guys. Seems like they're just using this to bail out their state. Yeah, I mean, listen, what you're seeing here is an operation to destroy smaller businesses. It's so that the rich get richer, okay? Poor get poor. The divide in the margin between the haves and have-nots continues to increase. And that's what it is, guys. The stocks, I don't think that the market's going to crash. I think just the bigger dogs will get bigger. So, we got to, follow that if you want to ride the wave, I would suppose. And again, I got to say this in all the videos like this morning. I am not your stock market father. I am not your crypto daddy. I know that the whole space has a bunch of crypto cucks, a bunch of crypto justice warriors. Let me be clear. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just giving my opinion. It's up to you to make your own movements. Don't come around crying to the champ if your things go up or down. Become a big dog, indeed, Niagara. Niagara says I did a nice run from KNC to from 44 to 59. Okay. I like KNC. We're going to check out our portfolio in just a moment because, we have an altcoin portfolio. Let me run down. Where's my coin market cap? Look at that. More ads. So this is how it is, guys. When you get an ad, it just pops up right here in the bottom right-hand corner. You click it, and that goes towards your earnings. And then like once or twice a month, you can claim rewards, and then you get those rewards deposited into your browser right here, and it comes up on your wallet. So boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Let's run down these prices and we'll talk. Bitcoin, 88.23. Sideways, I guess now. It's at 0.22 in the red today. So it's sideways. Ether at 212. You know how I feel about Ether. I already started. Not only have I dumped my Litecoins weeks ago for Ether, but now I'm starting to sell some of the EOS into Ether. I know the EOS was low. I sent some out to the exchange yesterday, and I started looking at the charts. I was like, ugh. But I was like, you know what? This thing's continuing to drop. I don't want to be in EOS right now. Maybe I have a little bit, but I felt like I had too much EOS. And I was staking it in EOS Rex, so I earned some rewards. The EOS Rex thing or whatnot. And I've covered that in the past. But I want more ETH. So, I started selling some EOS already. I'm in dollar cost averaging EOS into Ethereum, trying to stack those 32 ETH. So I'm getting there. I'm going to get there. We got Bitcoin Cash at 255. Satoshi Vision's garbage. Litecoin there at $47. Binance at 1748. EOS at 288. Tezos at 283. Tezos is one of the top performing altcoins this year. Stellar at 7, Chainlink at 381, Cardano at 5 cents, Monero at 64, Leo at 107, and Tron at 1. ETH is going to kaboom this year. Listen, I don't know if it's going to be this year, but it's look at the price. You're right, 200's mid 2017 prices. It's pretty low on the price. The price is pretty sexy right now. We could easily, in my opinion, again. My opinion. I could see this thing $300-$400 easily, without anything. A $300, $400 Ether, guys. Remember the all-time high for Ether was $1,400. At one point, Ether almost did the flippening and became the dominant coin. I'm not saying that it's going to be the dominant coin and it's going to knock out Bitcoin or anything like that, but I can see it gaining some weight, especially if they introduce this staking upgrade that they have been rumored to be working on for such a long time. Remember, we're buying the rumor, and we may just even sell the news. I'll tell you that much. You get the 32 ETH. They say, this thing runs up. Let's say it goes 300, 400, and then around 350, 400, they announce the proof of stake. It may run up above 500. I don't know. Maybe I dump it on them. I don't know. EOS developer Block 1 is helping build a coronavirus testing app via Decrypt. Yeah, I heard that even Digibyte have something to do with that in Europe. I can imagine blockchain technology will be used to surveil and further lock down people. And I said this before, EOS Block 1 set up shop right outside of DC, and it looks like they're in bed with the government somehow. And if you haven't noticed, look at the Scatter app, okay? The Scatter app lets you to log into the EOS, also the Ether, and I think Tron, and it's already being set up to manage your identity. You could put your ID in there, your address and everything, so that it's basically creating, like a digital ID of some sort. And I know that's been talked about for a while. So just keep an eye on it. Look at this Bitcoin chart. Here's the 5-day. Let me look at the 1-day. 1 day is looking weaker. We had this run up. This is the question that I'm asking, okay? The question I'm asking is, was this the top? 9,400. And each day, each minute that passes by, I'm starting to think that it could have been the top, the Bitcoin halving top. Of course, we have another week left, so it may be, we have some time to go back up. But from 94 down to 84, that $1,000 sell-off, and then the rebound hasn't been it hasn't been weak, but you look at this V jump, and then it tried to touch 9,000 again yesterday, but it's selling off again. So let's look out today and see if it maintains its support of about $8,500. But I would say if we drop under 85, the Bitcoin halving pump is over, and that would be my indication that we're in the sell-off. Maybe we have another, that's the first sell-off. Maybe we have another little run-up. I don't know. But this is kind of proving to play out kind of I expected. I was expecting the numbers to be closer to 8,000 instead of 9,000. So, but it's behaving somewhat how we've expected. Let's keep tracking it. Chico Crypto says ETH is what virus and ID Tracted will build on. Just saying. Listen, all of the blockchain technologies could be used to surveil. How many times have I say, all these coins are surveillance coins except Monero. I expect, out of the top 20, these are all surveillance coins. So they could be used in these ways that are a bit dystopian. EOS, we read that. 200 is met. We read that as well. So let's go ahead and run down. Let's look at the stocks because we're seeing a bit of a sell-off, down almost 2% on the S&P. This is after a strong month. Again, guys, we had the strongest April since 1980. I don't know. This has been that we haven't seen an April like this, and this is amongst a pandemic, amongst job losses like no other. We have had the best run in April that we've had. I don't know. So now that the first of the month is coming, I'm not surprised to see a little pullback, a little 2% pullback. Guys, the S&P is at 2854. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if within the next year the S&P already hits another all-time high. I'm going to be honest with you. Like at this point, I don't know what to say. It's so funny. It's so bunny. Niagara Gardner says pandemic. I can see how some people are saying that. S&P down 2, Dow down 1.89. We're going into the weekend. It's the first of the month. Maybe people are taking a little bit of profits. It's not a big deal. S&P is still looking strong considering the climate that we're in. Guys, do you not see how it's all fake? Guys, if it wasn't for all the fake money they threw, this thing would be down in the dumpsters. Okay? Crude oil's back at 19. You got the bonds. The bonds there. Look, the bonds are recovering. 0.63. The bonds are starting to recover. Will the stocks follow in the wake? At this point, don't be surprised if we close in the green today. Don't be even surprised if we close green today on the stocks. Yeah, chart looks like it's getting ready to boom again. You're talking about Bitcoin, or I think there's going to be more booms, guys. I'm more bullish. So many people are like, oh, it's going to all go down. It's all going to all go down. Usually it does the opposite. Gold at 1680, taking a little hit. What do you expect, guys? There's going to be a little pullback here and there. But, the Fed chairman spoke, I believe, on Wednesday. He said they got unlimited money, basically. So unless the whole world's ready to go off the U.S. dollar standard, then this thing's going to pump. That's all I can say. From what I see, in my opinion, I'm not a professional. This is my opinion. Let's go ahead and run down the CoinDesk. 10 days till the Bitcoin halving on May 12th. First mover Tezos led crypto market with twice Bitcoin's gains in April. Tezos really looking strong. Bitcoin rises back to 8.8 even as futures on U.S. stocks drop. That's basically what we're talking about today. The great lockdown is boosting demand for Bitcoin custody solutions. I don't know if that's true. Bitcoin whale addresses hit highest number since August 2019. And look at this. Green, all on the top. It's just good. It's good. Let's look at Cointelegraph. Bitcoin price hits resistance at 9,000 as 7% daily comeback continues. Yeah, let's see. I mean, the fact that it hit that resistance. Let's see. Let's see if it has another boom behind it. We still got a few more days. We got days. We got 10 days. Let's see. But if it's got to make a move, it's got to be soon. We're basically in the last week here. Let's check out Wall Street Journal. Government aids fall short for many small businesses, but do you think it falls short for the big Wall Street banks and the big corporations? Probably not. They got to go to Congress to get approval for the small businesses. But the Fed could just throw around and funnel money to all these central banks and these Wall Street entities, from what I see, without any approval. And maybe that's part of the plan, guys. U.S. stocks fall after tech giants report earnings. Shares slumped after Apple and Amazon reporting earnings that highlighted the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. Do you think Amazon... Look, Amazon sales jump, its profit has fallen a little bit, of course. All right. But do you think that Amazon's weaker? If anything, it may be a time to, if it's pulling back today, if anything, it may be a buy time. Exxon posts first loss in decades as oil giants signal trouble ahead. That's obvious. We could see that the oil is getting clapped up. Let's look at Market Watch. I'm telling you, after the best April for the Dow and S&P in 82 years. Okay, so it's not even since we had the best April in 82 years. Okay? Is sell in May a smart strategy? So, that's the new slogan that's been going around. Sell in May, sell in May. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm buying into that. Let's look at Yahoo Finance. Stocks fall. Amazon shares tumble after earnings. Okay, whatever. Essential workers plan a sick on Friday, asking for proper PPE. Now, as Amazon takes a little pullback, I was reading a thread there on Reddit, I think the subreddit for flipping, and it's talking about how Amazon has slowed down on its delivery, on its Prime payments, and it's experiencing a little bit slower delivery times, and how some flippers and people have been using eBay as an alternative, and that they're getting their items a lot faster. I want to keep an eye on eBay. I don't know how they reported on their earnings this week, but eBay looks like it. I got an eye on it. Actually, let's look at the technicals for eBay and see what's really shaking and baking on the bay. Little run up there. Let me see the 1 day for eBay. See the 5 day for eBay. A little dip, but now it's starting to move up again. Is this the right one? It seems like the candles are not that populated. Let me see that. Try eBay Inc. Incorporated. That seems better. That was the wrong one. So here's eBay. Let's check out the 5 day or the 1 month on eBay. Psh, look at that 1 month on eBay. Boom. Look at that 3 month. It's been a straight shot. Like it looks like a V. Look at that. Obviously, the March sell-off, and they're higher than they were before. eBay. Let me look at these technicals on eBay. And I'm telling you, I'm going to pull up that thread too. Look what the people are saying. Look, I don't think Amazon's going anywhere. And, there's a little pullback and everything, but there's an opening here, perhaps maybe for eBay. Where's my eBay ticker? Where is my eBay ticker? I'm on it. I got to learn how to use TradingView better. There we go. eBay's trading at $39. Look at this chart. It's looking strong. Let me check out the text here on eBay. I may throw this on the watch list if the text looks all right. Strong buy for today. Let's look at the 1 month. It's all right. Yesterday, I was doing research into another option strategy, and I owe you guys. I'm going to start showing maybe my portfolio, and I've said this a bunch of times, but I think I should. although I've been down, and I've been learning about the options, the calls, and the puts. But there's another strategy here of selling puts. Okay, you sell if you're bullish on a stock and you think it's going to go up, you could sell to people that want to short it. Okay, and you basically put up the collateral, and you can get credited the premium right then and there. So it's like you could collect the premium right now for something that for a sell that you could a put that you could sell in the future. You see what I'm saying? So let's say that somebody thinks that eBay is going to go down, and you don't. You could offer to buy the shares at a higher price than they expect, and you put up that collateral, and you basically try to negotiate it to a point where the contract expires worthless for them. And I'll talk a little bit more about this as I'm learning more, but it seems like there could be a strategy here. Selling puts. It requires a lot more capital, though, because you have to put up the collateral. So basically, you got to be able to buy 100 shares of the stock should it fall below the strike. If not, you just collect the premium. So, the strategy is like, well, you could collect the premium, or you're forced to buy the stock at a higher price. But if you really wanted to buy the stock, it may not be that bad because, you can maybe collect dividends on it. So it could be a strategy for those stocks that pay high dividends, like something like Chevron or something like what Amazon also pays high dividends, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but I know Chevron does. Look at that eBay. Keep an eye on eBay. Let me show you this this thread that made me look at eBay and be like, oh, because it's like Amazon's gaining weight, and it's like almost like they got so much business that they're kind of falling behind. Look at this one. Shipping times have affected where I buy. eBay sellers much faster than Amazon. Look at this thread over here on Reddit and read the comments. And the comments are bullish on eBay. And this is not anything about stocks. I'm just talking about people flipping and, Most of my purchases in the past run 80% Amazon and 20% eBay. In the last month, it has flipped to 80% eBay and 20% Amazon, says this poster here on Reddit. As Amazon began delaying how long it takes to get things, eBay has remained consistent. The prices on the items are close. It's been about 50 things, and all of them from eBay on time. Amazon sometimes came sooner, but most at or beyond the time agreed to when bought. So just read the comments and everything. So as e-commerce and people start buying more and more online, Amazon's going to get stronger, but it may not be able to handle all the demand right now. So, the whole space can grow, and maybe even eBay could get another piece of the pie here. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. Do you agree or not? Do you not care? Let me know. I definitely got my eyes on eBay. Maybe I consider selling a put on eBay, being that eBay's price is low, $39. It's not like trying to get into Amazon where you're like, it's like almost like $2,000. How's Amazon behaving today? I know it's getting it's a sell-off, but let's look at the 1 day. Yeah, it's a strong sell-off on the 1 day, but it's still high. Look at the 1 month chart. Look at 3 month actually. We're still. Look at this. Okay, so this is look at the sell-off for the Corona pandemic sell-off. The March sell-off was not even that, and the pump is way higher. Look, it's higher than it was before, and now people are complaining because of this sell-off. It looks drastic for the 1 day, but if you zoom out for the 3 month, you can't even tell that the stock's moving down. So the question is do you take a stab at this? I see Amazon as strong, guys. I see Amazon, you think they're going to get weaker? Pfft, come on. Same with Apple. Let me look at Apple. Apple has a similar, not as strong as Amazon, but I'm not mad at Apple either. I know they got demoted recently, but Look, even on the 1 day, what we got a little pump going on here on the 1 day. This is a weird chart. It's a weird chart. Drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Let me check out D Live. I owe you guys the Jesuit New World Order conspiracy documentary that I was going to comment on over there. Let's see if we got to get it done today because I owe it to you guys. CryptoZilla donated 1 ice cream. Thank you so much, CryptoZilla. Boom. Follow me out there, guys. Over there on D Live. Let's pull up this Bitcoin halving chart as we did yesterday. Here's our Bitcoin halving chart. You can see there's been 2 halvings since Bitcoin's inception. And you can see how the price has behaved in and around the halving. I'm specifically looking at the last halving that we had because this halving back that happened in 2012 going into 2013 was like, it went up 9,000% after the halving. I don't expect that to happen. After the last halving, things went up 2,938%, and I would expect this number to decrease, maybe 1,000% or less, as it has every single halving. But that doesn't mean that I don't expect things to go up after the halving. You could see here. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's start with the first halving. This halving that occurred in 2012, there was a run-up right before the halving, and there's a dump before the halving. You see it? There's a dump before the halving on this one. Then ultimately ran up for 360 days after the halving, went up 9,000%. I don't think that this is a good comparable. I mean, what a gain though, right? What a gain. I mean, the real gain, though, is people that got in at the very beginning. Remember when Bitcoin was 17 cents, $31? Look at that. It went from 17 cents to $31. Wow. Okay, so let's look at this, the halving. I think this is the one that's most comparable to what we may have going on soon. The second Bitcoin halving occurred in July 9th in 2016. You could see right before the halving, it pumped. Let me go zoom in a little closer here. Right before the halving, it pumped, and then it started dumping into the halving. You see what I'm saying? So this is kind of what I'm expecting for it to happen with this one. We're up on the very top. Maybe that was 9,400, and then maybe we bleed out, and then eventually it'll pump again. I would expect, but what I'm trying to do, what I'm expecting here, is this pattern: a boom right before the halving, and then a sell-off into the halving, and then kind of sideways trading maybe for a few months or 2 before another run up. So it's like sell up here where where we're at basically around now, and then buy back in around here. And it's, a small margin that could be made there, depending on, the size of your capital. But I think there's something there. Another strategy is, if you know you're going to hold Bitcoin for a long time, forget about this and just hold through. You can hold through. If we're here right now and you see things start bleeding off into the halving, remember that historically, a few hundred days after the halving, things go up. Not only did it happen in the second halving, but it did happen in the first halving. Look at it right here. Run up after the halving, but sideways trading after the halving. You see here, even though this run up happened, this price ran up into the halving, so it behaved a little different. Maybe we act like this. I still think the pattern is going to be more like this one, though. I expect the pattern to be more like this one. And that's what's going on there. I know someone that works in FedEx. He was in Dubai and said the whole day was only transport planes like FedEx and UPS. Yeah, the whole world's at a standstill. There's no travel going on. The airlines are getting clapped. The oil's getting clapped. And it is what it is. I'm not one that would bet on the airlines, but there's going to be some airlines that stick around that will emerge from this. This can't be. Certainly, you can't say, "Oh, this is going to be the death to all airlines." No, I would say the airline industry is going to consolidate. I wouldn't get into the airlines though because they got a lot of debt. But someone's going to win, and someone's going to lose. UPS reported earnings sometime this week. I don't know if they were bullish or not, but I would expect UPS and FedEx to hold strong. All right, guys. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I start tuning down. Shipping is strong. That's right, because you're also getting more online sales. More people the online sales are going to grow. You've seen e-commerce grow. All these online sales, tech is growing. Pharmaceuticals, biotech, it's growing. What's losing here is retail, retail stores, JCPenney, Macy's. They're getting clapped up. They're getting clapped up out there. Retail is tough. Who else is getting clapped up is, the restaurant and bars. No one's going to restaurants. No one's going to the bars. But people are using computers. People are buying online. I can only see eBay getting stronger. I can even see Amazon getting stronger. They're selling off today, but they're still higher than they were before Corona. I agree. Shipping is strong. So yeah, guys, selling puts. That's my latest research material. Selling puts. You got to put up the collateral though for 100 shares, but then you can collect the premium. They credit it to your account right then and there. You have to have the collateral in your account, but you get credited the premium, which is pretty wild. And then, worst case scenario, you got to buy the stock, but you could use the premium you collected to buy the stock. So, yeah, I'm going to have to do like a series where I show Robinhood. I keep saying this, but let me plan it and do a series. And we're back. Look at that. Apple weird. Looking weird today. Yeah, but eBay. I'm going to add this to my watch list. Look at the 1 month text again on eBay. Still looking like a strong buy. The oscillators are reading sell, but how about it, eBay? Look at the eBay chart again. I shared that Reddit. Yeah, I did. Read that Reddit thread, guys. Madonna tests positive for antibodies and says she wants to breathe in the COVID air, says Cryptozilla. I mean, if there was a stock for celebs, I think it would be a hard dump. Yeah. Yeah, Madonna. Come on, guys. There goes another ad. Boom. Look at the full featured chart with eBay. This is the 1 day. A little pullback on the 1 day. Look at the 3 months here. Wow, look at that 3 months chart is strong. I don't know. I'm liking eBay right now, guys. Are you feeling my eBay watch here or what? Talk to me. Sometimes I don't know because everybody's such a crypto maniac in here. I'm like, maybe I'm losing you guys when I look at the companies. But I can't pass up potential opportunities, guys. We got to keep our eyes open on everything. Oh, I wasn't sharing the screen. It's the one day on eBay, guys. I'm looking at eBay after reading this thread over here on Reddit that shipping times have affected Amazon and that eBay sellers much faster than Amazon. A lot of people are like, yeah, I've been buying more on eBay lately. And is it due to the part that the whole, online shopping's growing and that, eBay has room to grow again here? I don't know. It fits this era pretty good. It certainly seems that way. Norm says history shows that a 40% dump happens before or after the Bitcoin halving. I'm currently in Tether waiting for this. I don't know about 40%. That may not be right. I'm pulling up the charts. You can see the charts here. But I do agree with you that we could expect a dump before the halving. Here's the charts if you haven't seen them. We were specifically looking at this second Bitcoin halving chart, a second Bitcoin halving event that happened back in July 9th, 2016. Let me zoom in so you could see. I don't think it lost 50% or anything like that, but it did have a sell-off. So let's zoom in right here. And you can see the line here. This is when the Bitcoin halving occurred. People were reaccumulating right before the Bitcoin halving. There was a pump, but into the halving, the price started dumping. And after the halving, it dumped, and then it moved. So it didn't lose 50% of its price. But, well, I guess maybe from this point here to that point, perhaps maybe. But I know what you mean. I am looking for the same thing, Norm. I've been selling into the strength. The champ has been selling into the strength. I've been selling Bitcoin, not buying it. Because I do expect the price to go down sometime in and around this halving, and we could probably buy more. So I don't know about 40%, but yeah, I agree that the price could go down. Going to be a lot of people wanting to liquidate things. It's just not known how many buyers there will be concerning eBay. Yeah, but I think there's going to be a lot of listings, and there's going to, people may be selling stuff cheap out there. I don't see a reason why eBay should shrink. I can see it grow. I only know eBay is the online shopping auction, but are they diversified in other things as well? Right now, I don't know. I haven't used it in a while, but my understanding is that, you could buy now like you would on Amazon. So people sell, it's not only auctions. You could just buy for a fixed price, and they also sell new items as well. And like people are saying in this thread that eBay is not in charge of shipping. So in some cases, it's like a decentralized model. It's just the sellers that are in charge of the shipping. So in many cases, the sellers are able to ship faster than the centralized shipping service that is Amazon right now because they're backed up. Sometimes we just read here that some employees are on strike, and there may be slowed down with some shipping now temporarily, as opposed to the sellers on eBay that they ship it on their own. So, read that thread. It's right here. Read this thread. Shipping times have affected where I buy. eBay sellers much faster than Amazon. Read that thread, and just what made me look at eBay again today. And I was like, yeah, eBay. And let me tell you, I used to be an eBay maniac. I used to sell on eBay all the time. I mean, I had an eBay business basically. Yo, champion. Shout out to Rafterman. Rafterman, you never send me those links. I would have posted. I mean, I could still post them on the videos. That most of the views are within the first 48 hours of the video. But I'll post them on the comments or send them to me, and I'll do it. I know eBay is. We read that already. And there goes the eBay. Yeah, I like eBay. If you guys are interested in learning more about the options, and what I'm looking into now is selling puts. You need to put up the collateral. And if, the thing goes south, you end up having to have the responsibility of buying the 100 shares. But if you sell puts to a company you don't mind buying, even though, the price goes down, it may be lucrative. we'll be sending to you in a day or so. Okay, yeah, that's all good. It's just to help you out, really. It's all good. Let me put up the Bitcoin charts once again. Where's BTC? It's the 1 day on Bitcoin. See, what I'm asking here, you see this top here at 94, was that the top? And what are we going to see going back to this? You see how the last halving, there was a top right before the halving? Is that the 94? And then we're going to sell down and then move up? I don't know. It's certainly looking like a possibility. Notice how the sell-off is before the halving. This could, I don't know how much the time this is here, but this could be, you know, a month or a week. I don't know. But look how the top is before the halving. In April, eBay acquired the Japanese division of QOO10. This is big here. I don't know what that is, but I'll take your word for it. Appreciate you, champ. Thank you. I appreciate you as well, Rafterman. Thank you so much. What's the email? ChampagneCrypto@gmail. Real simple. So yeah, look at this one, guys. I would share this, but this is on my computer. I found this chart by just Googling Bitcoin price halving chart images. So boom, I'll take a few more comments and questions. We went on for 50 minutes today already, so I think we hit all the beats. What am I doing? I'm selling my EOS, DCAing into Ether. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm selling my Bitcoin into USD, and I'm waiting. I'm selling it. Everything I'm doing is DCAing. I don't do everything all at once. Okay, I'm averaging out. You know, I'm working conservatively here. Miners are preparing to sell as they will not be profitable post-halving. I don't know if that's not necessarily true. I mean, I think that not all miners will be profitable, but let's see. I know what you mean. I think we can agree that we're looking for a price drop associated with the halving. I think we could both agree with that. So recap. Champ is dollar cost average selling Bitcoin into the strength and looking to buy back in. Okay. And number two, I dumped all my Litecoin into Ether because I'm more bullish on Ether than any other coin right now. And then I'm DCAing my EOS into Ether as well for the same reason. I had someone yesterday contact me to dump EOS. Takes 3 days to unstake. I know. And I'm glad I already unstaked. Better than Steam, which took, I don't know, like 3 months to unstake. And I'm going to leave a couple EOS coins there in my wallet. That way I could still use it when I want, and I still have my EOS account or whatnot. But I had too many EOS coins that I wasn't using. And, I mean, at least I was staking them in EOS Rec, so I did receive some sort of rewards. But, you know, I'm more excited about this Ether thing, and I see the price of Ether moving faster, so boom, boom, boom. Champ is the bomb. Kaboom. Thank you so much, Rafterman. Boom. You guys follow the leader. Rafterman here just dropped me $2. Follow the leader, Dolphin134. He also dropped me some coinage as well. Thank you so much to both of you. Stay strong out there, guys. Follow the leaders here. Drop a little ducats in the bucket if you're getting value from the stream. Also, bear markets do not end with a V-shaped recovery line we had in May, March following a coronavirus rising wedge. Well, I mean, it certainly looks like that for Amazon and eBay. Look at eBay's. eBay's is like V. Look at this eBay. It's basically a V. But I see what you mean. But what I agree with you, Norm. Okay, I agree with you. In a regular market, that's probably true. But remember, we're in a fake market. This is not even a real market. This is fake. So It's all games being played out here, and people are basically being picked as the winners and losers by the Fed. It seems, but I see what you mean, Norm. I'm expecting Bitcoin. My targets here, I'm selling into the strength. I'll wait a little bit, and I'll buy back in. I'll consider buy back in when we get closer to 7, maybe below 7. I can see things going under 7, maybe closer to 6 at one point. Maybe pulling back up again. How about Amazon's chart? Amazon's like more than a V. Go back to Amazon's chart. Yeah, this is more like a U. But you know what I mean? Look at this. Look at this Amazon chart. These guys are... Bezos getting richer and richer. Everyone selling their EOS makes me bullish on EOS. Listen, yesterday when I started DCAing, and I showed it, if you guys were watching, I was like, ooh, I don't know. Look at the EOS charts. They're like at lows. If I was interested in EOS and I was attracted to EOS, like I was at one point, I would be looking into buying because it's low. And, they set up shop right outside of DC, block 1 at least. And maybe they created like a digital ID or whatnot. Let's look at EOS against Bitcoin for the last 6 months. Look at this thing. Look at the EOS charts for the 6 months. Death. And when I saw this, I was like, "Dude, do you really want to sell the bottom here and make go back up?" But, I don't know what to say. I'm not enjoying holding it. I went back to how I felt with Litecoin. I kept dancing and prancing with Litecoin and dancing and prancing and Litecoin. And every time I danced and I pranced, I kept losing and losing and losing. And finally, when I got rid of the whole entire Litecoin position, I haven't felt better than ever. I feel better than ever. I mean, Roger Oliver with the €2. Boom! Roger, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Roger Oliver or Olivier. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but nice to see you there, Roger. Stay strong. As Fiverr has hit me up with an ad. That's another company I'm bullish on too. I know it's there on our strong buy list last time I checked. Fiverr. Look at him. Fiverr's hitting up ads on the Brave browser. Walmart hitting out ads on the Brave browser. Amazon. Guys, the Brave browser, the BAT tokens. Rafterman, look. I just claimed ads for my Brave browser. Remember, I was at 5 bats yesterday. Look how many bats I've got now. 58. Because you actually got to go into the Brave browser tab and claim them. So I'm cold crushing the game out here. I think bat earns more, but we'll keep it. We'll keep it on tab here, and we'll see at the end of the month. But this thing is crushing the game. Keep in mind, EOS is in bed with the SEC. It was confirmed a non-security as they paid them. This is good. I know, and I said that. I know that they're in bed. They paid the piper. I've said it. Yes, I know. I know what you mean. I know. And I'll keep a position in EOS, but right now I'm going to ride this Ether train. Thank you as well, Roger. Nice to see you back in the box. Rafterman says zombie politicians. You know it. So that's the EOS chart looking like death. And yeah, you make a point, Norm. I can't disagree with you. But, I feel like I'm repeating my whole Litecoin thing all over again. And I want to get out of here. I gained 500 sats in 4 days. There you go. See who the major gainers are today here on. Ultra short Bloomberg crude oil. This is shorting the oil. Remember, this has been one of our top strong buys. I don't know why I haven't gotten into this play. It's because I don't understand this. But we've been tracking this thing, and this thing keeps pumping. And look, it has a lot of volatility. It's at $49 right now. And when we started tracking it, I think it was high 30s. BTS. Wow, I haven't seen BitShares move in a long time. Cardano is moving as well. Stellar is moving as well. And Bitcoin's up. Seems like those are the major gainers on our trading view watch list. Let me pull up a coin cap. Digibyte making movements. There's that rumor that they may be doing something with Europe as far as blockchain tracing with this Rona. I don't know. It's just a rumor. Zilliqa's up. Decred is up. And BitShares is up as well. See who's losing today. Hive and Crypto.com coin. You know, we hold Crypto.com coin in our bag. And then Hive is the new Steam fork, which we haven't used yet. Zombie politician bailing out zombie companies. We have a Sony economy. I say fire them all and let companies fail or succeed on their own merits. Yeah, if we had an honest economy, but you know, that's not going to happen. True champ, it's soul crushing holding onto a coin that's dying. I feel like a failure selling my Neo I bought at 50. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jigger. You know, I was holding Neo at 1.2 and I got out of it. One thing I've learned though, you can't be dancing and prancing. You got to make your move and you know, you got to grab and go. You can't freeze up like a deer in headlights. That's what I did with Litecoin. I got clapped up. But Norm makes a point on EOS. And, you know, it goes along the lines with what I was saying. It seems they have paid the piper. It looks like, you know, they're in bed with the federal government to a certain extent. Don't fall in love with any coins. That's right. Don't fall in love with them. Don't get... That romance is fake love, guys. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Enjoy the rest of my day. Make sure that you check all the links. Download the Brave browser right now, because I get $5. Help me out and help yourself out. And we'll compare it to Crypto Tab. I do have a hunch that maybe it's earning more, but I can't say that in absolute until we look at the actual numbers. But I'm enjoying my gains, and I'm happy that some people are earning. So let's do it. What else? If you want to get one free stock, join Robinhood with the link that I have down below. You sign up. You got to give them your personal information because they're a regulated entity like a bank. They're very mainstream, but you don't have to buy anything. They'll give you one free stock. It's awarded randomly. You can get the stocks that they give out are usually like about anywhere from, you know, like about $10, you know, $8. I got a Caesar's Palace. I got a Halliburton. So you could get one free stock just for signing up. And again, they give me one stock as well when you click on my link. So, you know, if you'd like to support the channel, you could do so by downloading Brave, joining Robinhood, and you could join DLive as well. And maybe get some lemons. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong. I'll see you, if not later today, definitely on Monday. Stay strong, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne.